The future is female. That is a slogan we hear a lot nowadays. But what does it mean?
Do you remember how the world was before suitcases had wheels? The first suitcase with wheels wasn't invented until 1973. Why was that? After all, the wheel was invented 5,000 years ago. Why did it take until 1973 until someone figured out you could put the two things together?
My name is Katrine Marcel, and I'll be moderating today's conversation here from Stockholm in Sweden. Being a Swedish journalist who writes about economics, I try to look at this, taking it all the way back to the beginning and look at the theory of economics and if there's something there that excludes women.
Why should honour be such an important concept in the economy?
A lot of people are asking you about when the next recession will happen, so I think I'm going to instead ask you what the response to the next recession will be. Being one of few people who saw the financial crash coming, how did it feel to sort of see this big disaster unfold and not being able to do anything about it?
I happen to know the reason why it took so long for us to put wheels on suitcases.
What if it's not a slogan, the future is female? What if it's the truth?
The reason we didn't put wheels on suitcases until 1972 actually has to do with gender. The rolling suitcase actually didn't take off until the 1980s, which was when the male gender role started to change and also the labor market changed.
Sexism within economics is a big problem. What about if this problem of women and economics, because there is a problem of women and economics, what if this problem actually goes deeper? What if it goes to the heart of what we call economic theory?
So what does this little story about the rolling suitcase teach us? Well, it's one example of how innovations we now take for granted have been delayed, sometimes for hundreds of years, by our ideas about gender.
So I would suggest a few things: care, relationships, and empathy. All of this is tremendously important for any economy, and all of this requires, at least on some level, humanness.
And every time from this day, when you see a suitcase with wheels, I want you to think about that and what we can do to change it together.